This video was made possible by Hover. When we think about the greatest companies in the world, we think of examples such as Google, Amazon, and so on. But one of the richest men in the world has made his fortune through the most traditional business you can think about, selling clothes. In fact, in the summer of 2017, the shares of his company soared for a couple of hours and he held the title of the richest man in the world. But Gates claimed back his position later on the same day. Without any formal education except for the few years in school, he has built the largest clothing company in the entire world. It all started in Spain. Back then, child labor was normal. So Amancio left school at the age of 13 to start working as a delivery boy in a local shirt maker shop, where he learned to make clothes by hand. He loved his job and started excelling at it, so much that by the time he was 24, he was appointed as a manager. Not bad for the 1960s, right? Ortega realized that only the wealthy residents could afford their clothes, so he started working on his own designs that are more affordable. He started producing pretty similar designs, but at a much lower cost, targeting the rest of the residents. His strategy worked out, and he successfully sold all of his designs and used the earnings to open his first factory in 1963. Finally, in 1975, he decided to establish his own brand and named it Zara. Zara's strategy was absolutely simple: sell quality products for a reasonable price. When Ortega was working in that shirt maker store, he realized how the cost of the garments significantly increased when they moved from designers to factories to stores. He learned the importance of delivering products directly to consumers without third-party distributors. So Zara started doing everything by itself. This has reduced the cost dramatically. But Ortega's ambitions didn't stop there. It was time to go international. He established his first store outside Spanish borders in Portugal in 1988, and a year later in New York, and since then the company has been unstoppable. Ortega realized he can't target all of the segments of the market through Zara, so he acquired many different brands such as Pull&Bear, Bershka, Massimo Dutti, and so on, and formed them all under a holding company, Inditex. But Zara is the biggest of them because it accounts for over 60% of the total sales. Unlike other brands, Zara didn't waste money on advertisements. It knew that as long as there are quality clothes for affordable prices, people are going to buy them, so they kept opening new stores instead. By the year 2000, Zara had stores all around North America and Europe, so it was time to invade Asia and the rest of the world. Inditex has over 7,000 stores now. What also sets them apart is that, since everything is done in-house, Zara can design a product and get it into the stores in less than 2 weeks, compared to 6 months, which is the industry average. Ortega followed just-in-time production strategy. That means they made their supply chain so effective that they could supply their stores in less than 48 hours, which means they don't need to order more than that they need, and if something is selling too good, they know that they can have it back on the shelves in 48 hours. That provided Zara with absolutely unique advantage. This incredible success story started with a 13-year-old kid who simply had a dream and didn't have any formal education. It seems like nothing is impossible as long as you are patient, dedicated, and hardworking. But in today's world, with the rise of internet, the first thing you have to do when you want to start a project is to register your domain. Imagine starting out a business but then finding out that your domain is already taken. That's exactly why you need Hover, because registering a domain through Hover is much easier than you think. You can do it right now with few simple clicks and get 10% off using the link hover/proactivethinker. With over 400 domain extensions, you will definitely find what will fit your business or project. I personally use Hover because they have an amazing support team in case if you get confused with something, which doesn't really happen because they have made everything easy and simple. So definitely it's worth checking them out and giving them a try. At the same time, you will be supporting this channel. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.